My channel, so in today's video I wanted to do a cut crease. I knew I wanted it to be quite heavy and kind of glittery on top, and I wanted it to be soft and just kind of lashy on the bottom. I absolutely love this makeup look, and I'll definitely be doing different versions of this makeup look. Anyway, starting off like always, I'm going to use my primer, which is a soft ochre paint pot by MAC, just to pop all over my eyes. And I always use my Zoeva concealer buffer brush just to buff this all in, and I take it all the way up to my brows, and don't worry if you get some in there, we cover that up anyway when we draw them on. So first of all, I'm taking my Maybelline gel eyeliner. You guys know how much I love my Maybelline gel eyeliner, and I have swapped it in for the Rimmel London one. I knew I needed to go back to Maybelline. And I'm taking my 312 detail liner brush from Zoeva to carve out this circle. I'm using my eyeball as a stencil to kind of carve like half a circle or like a dome shape on my eyelid. And I'm going above the crease, so when my eyes open, you can still see that black line. So the first shade I'm going to go in with is my Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek, and I'm just going to use this as my transition shade, taking my 228 brush to buff this in. I'm then taking Creme Brulee, and I'm just going to go on top just to make that shade a little bit more darker and neutralize it a little bit, because I did feel like it was a bit too warm for what I wanted. I feel like I haven't used these shades for so long. I've been like converted to Anastasia, and it's so nice going back to Makeup Geek because this is pretty much where I started, and these were like the first proper eyeshadows that I purchased. Then dipping into my Makeup Addiction Cosmetics Flaming Love palette, I'm taking the shade Sahara Desert, which is a really warm reddy brown, and I'm just going to pop this into my crease using my 227. Not going to lie, I probably should have used a smaller brush, but it worked out fine. So I just popped this into my crease pretty much just above the line, and then I kind of swiped it and then used tiny little circular motions to buff this out into Creme Brulee and Peach Smoothie. Then going in my 228 brush to make sure that everything is blended nice and seamlessly, because it can look a bit choppy and chalky when you're doing cut creases, so just take your time with blending. Then taking my Morphe 507, this is the smaller brush I should have used, and I'm just going to pop the same shade directly into the crease right next to that line. So if I started with this brush, it probably would have made my life a little bit easier, but I went in just to make this colour a little bit darker and just give it more depth. Then adding another shade from the palette, and this is Brownie, and I absolutely love this. It's a really, really rich dark brown, and it is beautiful. But I'm taking this on my Morphe M326 brush, and it's almost like a flat detailer brush. It's a bit more dense than the detailer brush from Zoeva. I'm just basically stenciling over that line just to give it, again, like more depth and just to add a little bit more colour and darkness into that cut crease. This is a bit of a thick brush, so just be really light-handed when using this. You don't want to put too much on, but I just wanted to stencil it out. And then I'm going to be taking that same brush, the brush we used previously, which is the Morphe 507 brush. I'm just going to use circular motions to blend that dark brown out. The next shade I'm going to be taking is Corrupt by Makeup Geek, and I'm taking that on my Morphe M515 tiny little pencil brush. This is like my favourite brush for detail. This is so cute, and I can't wait to do more like creative looks with this. So basically I'm going to do the same thing that we put with Brownie, but I'm using a smaller brush, so this will just be a little bit more tighter into the crease, so it'll have that nice fade from really black to brown to that warm red and then to that nice orangey peachy shade. Then I'm going to blend it all together, again making sure everything's seamless. Every time I do something, I always like to blend it out just to make sure there's no harsh lines. It will just make your life easier if you blend in between. Sometimes when you blend too much, you kind of lose your brow bone, so I just wanted to go in with a little bit of a cream shade and just kind of define my brow bone and get rid of any of that shadow that's kind of built its way up there. Then take up my Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer in 0.75. I'm going to start carving out that kind of lid space again. I'm going to try and make it sharper and clean up any of that fallout that we've had below that black line. I'm using a concealer brush, and just take your time. Again, use your eyeball as a stencil and just kind of, I always say to people, just go for it. If you go over over the black or anything, you can go back and correct it, but just go for it. Same with eyeliner. Then I'm going to pop some powder on top just to set it in place so it's not wet and sticky, so then when you open and close your eye, it's not going to stick and ruin all of that eyeshadow that you just worked so hard to blend. Then for my winged eyeliner, I'm going to go in with some gel eyeliner, and this one is the Maybelline one, and I'm going to take it on my 317 brush from Zoeva, which is an angled thin brush. It's really precise, and I absolutely love drawing winged eyeliner with this. So I'm just going to swoop it down to make the wing shape and then fill it in with my Maybelline Master Precise eyeliner, and it's like a felt tip liner, but it's super thin and really black. I purchased this in London a couple of days ago, and I cannot believe I didn't know that this existed. I would have purchased this a long time ago, let me tell you. But I highly recommend this felt tip liner if you're looking for one, so definitely try it out. Then I'm taking my Makeup Addiction Cosmetics Holy Glow Volume 1 palette, and I'm taking the shade White Diamond, and it's this beautiful crystal white shade, and I'm just popping this on the inner corner just to give it a little bit more of a brightness to that inner part of my eye. I did go over that eyeliner little point that I did, so I'm going to go back in and just make sure that I redefine it. Then I'm taking my Tarte mascara, and it's called Man Eater. I absolutely adore the packaging and the name. I think it looks so cool, and I love gold, so of course I'm going to love it. I'm just going to coat my top eyelashes with that. So starting on the lower lash line, I'm taking Creme Brulee, and I'm taking my Morphe M507 brush to blend that all in on my lower lash line using swiping motions and little circular motions. Going back in with Latte, and I'm going to use a few coats of Latte on top of Creme Brulee just to add some little more darkness and depth. I didn't want to go any darker than this because I just wanted the underneath to be quite light and soft and almost a little bit cool toned. Then using my sleek Makeup Ooh La La white eyeliner, I'm popping this in my lower lash line. I absolutely love this white eyeliner. I've used it for years and I can't find anything better. The only one I want to try is the Inglot one, and hopefully when I go to New York I can purchase it. Then going back in with the same Tarte mascara, I'm just going to pop on a couple of coats on my lower lash line and make my eyelashes look thick and long. Then I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Glitter Insurance Glue, and I'm going to work in sections. So starting off in the inner corner, I'm going to pop some of that glue down, and then I'm sticking on my Peaches Makeup Loose Eyeshadow in Prin. I'm sorry I didn't show you this product. I don't know why I forgot to do it, but it's basically like a little pot, and it's a crystal white glittery shade. I'm just going to pop this on over the lid. Was going to leave it there, but you know me, I always have to add a little bit more of a wow bam to the makeup look. Then taking my Tarte eyelashes in Goddess, and I'm sticking those on with duo glue, and I'm using my tweezers to stick them on. Alright guys, that completes this makeup look. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. I'd love for you to join our little family. If you recreate this look, don't forget to hashtag me Amy's Makeup Box on Instagram for me to be able to see all the looks that you do. Don't forget you can follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or Amy's Makeup Box. And until next time guys, I'll see you soon. Bye!